The story starts with our main character, Jin Tae-kyung, a 27-year-old F-rank hunter, which is the weakest rank possible. We see him struggling to carry a huge machine up to his fourth-floor room. Every week he tries to sell this machine, but his friend keeps calling it trash. Jin desperately needs money, so he wants to sell it at a good price. But his friend keeps mocking him again and again. Jin finally loses his temper and raises his hand to attack him. But his friend immediately warns him that if a hunter raises his hand against a civilian, he will be expelled from the guild. Jin calmly replies that he has already been expelled. Jin became a hunter because his father, who was also a hunter, died during a mission. Jin wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, but unlike him, Jin had no talent. Still, for 6 long years, he worked harder than anyone else. Seeing Jin like this, his friend feels a little sad, and Jin suggests that they drink together and forget their sadness for the night. The story then explains the world's history. On January 1st, 2015, mysterious gates appeared all over the world, connecting humanity to another realm. Monsters started pouring out, beginning a war between humans and monsters that lasted 5 years. Finally, on January 1st, 2020, humanity won by killing the Demon King, and that day was celebrated as Victory Day. After that, monsters stopped coming out of the gates, but hunters began entering them to hunt monsters and collect valuable treasures, which they sold for huge profits. Hunters were ranked based on their strength, with F rank being the weakest, while the strongest rank has not yet been revealed. After the party, Jin returns home and sits alone, thinking about his future. His eyes fall on the strange machine again. He opens it and finds a manual. The machine is called APK 2020, a VR realistic game produced on January 1st, 2020, the same day as Victory Day. Jin finds this strange but assumes it's a coincidence. The manual also contains a warning that once logged in, the player cannot log out freely, and if they die in the game, they die in real life as well. Jin doesn't take it seriously, feels sleepy, and goes to bed. However, his friend's loud snoring keeps him awake, so he decides to sleep inside the machine since it's soundproof. While Jin is asleep, the machine suddenly activates and recognizes him as a player. Without his consent, the system automatically registers him and sends him to another world called Murim. Jin wakes up and finds himself lying next to a beautiful girl named Hua, who is speaking in a language he cannot understand. Confused, Jin tries to talk to her, but neither of them can understand each other. Suddenly, a system notification appears, saying that a translation patch is being installed. Moments later, Jin can understand everything she says, and that's when he realizes this is not a dream. He is inside the game.